Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone, inshallah. And we will just start our discussion on the section Arab of the Quran. We studied up to the verse 65. Last week, we just concluded the story of Noah as far as it is mentioned in this section. There are other narrations about the story of Noah, other parts, but it is not our subject. But we said, the verse said, we saved him. They accused Noah as saying something, being a liar, and God said, we saved him, and those who stood by him, it means if the followers of the message also was saved in the ark. The ark was built under the, in other words, explains it, under the observation or instruction of God. While we caused those who rejected our message to drown, they are blind, and they became blind because they were blind, means they didn't want to see the reality, the truth. Of course, it was the last verse we studied. We didn't really go into details, but very briefly, and the heart of the message is that that flood, which was the reason for those people who did not accept Noah's message, get on the board of the prophetic message. They were drawn there, but the same flood saved the people who followed the message. What does it mean? Whatever the environment is, whatever the conditions, whatever the family life is. I mean, I was brought up, raised up in this family, so I'm under the influence of the family. Yes, but you can just reverse the process. Use the family conditions as a means of finding out the truth and utilize it. Blood was the agent in this world, according to the order of the universe, which saved the followers of the message. Because in its essence, the message itself is the, how do you say it, poison, which is, you use something to make the poison dysfunction, anti-poison? No, there must be a word for it, if anybody helps.
Antidote.
Antidote.
Yes.
Thank you. The message is antidote of the poison. So we should utilize it. Apparently, what the word seems to be a veil. Doesn't really let us see the agent behind it, who is operating in this world, who is arranging all this in this world. We just see the wind, the rain, the earth, the season, the sunlight, water, this kind of elements, as if they are effective. This is the environment that we are created. And we see from the message of God, revelation, that says you have to use this veil as a screen and see what it reflects to. Now, veil became a screen. Rather than preventing what the reality is, but when we use the revelation, the same veil becomes a screen on which the signs of reality, the creator, and the qualities of the creator are seen. That is flood for those people who reject that they don't want to accept reality, their reality. We summarized it in our discussions, which we frequently use this expression saying that only through the fact, the reality of createdness, we can understand the creator, because the creator is absolute. It means we cannot describe it, we cannot see, not only physically seeing it, we cannot really imagine that the creator of the universe will be of the same kind of universe, exactly the same kind of universe. It is impossible. The maker cannot be within what the maker made.
Question, what do you mean by the veil becomes the screen?
Now, the same veil, if you change your intention, if you change your blindness, I think, let me get the 64. So you will see here, this one, blindness at the very end, they were blind. Blind because they were closing their eyes, like this one. Eyelids are veils, yeah? But at the same time, what do? They clean the eyes. They clean the lens of the eyes so you can see. Because of the lens, we can see clearly. It becomes a means of reality, seeing the reality. So createdness becomes a mirror now. Why? Because of my intention. Did you get, there are some friends here as well. Is it clear? Because of my intention. Because if I say, I don't want to submit myself and be obstinate in my decision, whatever the thing, I don't want to lose my already existing status in the society, because everybody appreciates me, respects me, whatever, and I don't want to use this status, then you cannot see it. So the veil, with your intention, if you like, object of the intention, you can understand what is reflected in the veil. It becomes a screen now. In the creation of everything, if you investigate it, just not with a prejudice at all, that I believe in God, or the revelation says there is God, so I have to believe in God, so let me see, how can I really confirm God? No. Question it. Question its existence. You don't have to do anything. Open-mindedness is enough. Just don't condition yourself in either way, believing or denying. No. What is it? What is the reality of this world? Be careful. If it says, I have a creator, I am ready to submit my existence to the creator. It's very, very simple. My existence from the same creator of the universe. So I belong to him. My existence, his property, I cannot use it as I want. It is his property. So what we have to do now, what what the message that he sends us through the prophets, you feel that I have to follow the prophet as an example for my life. But belief system, I have to learn it from the message itself, the Qur'an in terms of the religion of Islam. So we should not complain about the flood, corruption in the society. Through the corruption, it becomes very easy to understand that those people who follow the corruption are doing something wrong. Because everybody in the world, they say, and most of the people only, no one can openly say, especially in the Western world, that war is the solution. We have to, what shall we do? This is what I mean. But for what did they fight for? National interest. That is we had to do it because our national interest or the interest of our country required it, necessitated it. That's what we declared war. That they justify it. But if you really see that people are all against injustice, unjust activities, don't they? Most of the people, very few exceptions, can justify this by making excuses, of course. Otherwise, I mean, killing people pointless. Everybody knows it. If there is no point in engaging in the war, like this, not condition yourself. You understand that comfortably something going on wrong. For example, nowadays, what is happening in the world? Just fashion, for example. Why do you do this? Why do you live in this way? Why do you, for example, put the furniture in your house in this way? Because everybody does it. Ask for, don't you have your reason? Don't you know what you really need? See, why do you follow blindly? Because they are following blindly. You can understand it easily. And the same thing becomes a means of following the truth. Because this is wrong. I have to follow what is right. Make the decision and understand that this is wrong, this is right. And make decision and follow the right. That is why without, well, we always say in our discussion that La ilaha is the only means to come to the conclusion of illallah. I keep saying this on many occasions. Those people who are in our discussions must have fed up with it. But I'm not ashamed of it. This is without La ilaha, you cannot believe in God. So in order to be able to say La ilaha, you have to see the veil. Veil means all these things seem to be happening by itself. Let me investigate. Really? Can they? When you investigate it, come on, matter doesn't have any quality to be the source of existence of anything else. So what is it? You start investigating what is the cause of existence. Then you conclude that there must be a creator who must be the creator of the whole universe. That process is described in the narration of Noah, which concluded last week, as far as it is mentioned in this word. So, in this verse. Okay, now we can go and read. It's easy now. 65, which says,
We are saying 67. Can I think you have to go back one slide. Thank you.
That's it. Thank you very much. Thanks for وَإِلَىٰ عَادٍ أَخَاهُمْ هُودًا. It means we to the people of Ad, we sent their brother. It is interesting. Are they really brothers? Blood brothers? No. But all the prophets are brothers coming from the same source. What does it mean? Same family. It means same source. What does it mean? All their messages come from the same source. That's why all the prophets are brothers, described as brothers in the Qur'an. So it is, here is really, so, okay. قال يا قوم اعبدوا الله ما لكم من إله غيره. And Hud said to the people of Ad, my people worship God alone. You have no deity other than him. Again, the same message. The verse is not going to go into details because it explained before. So just saying that, just showing this kind of verses that all prophets come essentially with the same message. Why? The purpose of existence is so simple, actually. Just it needs consistency, that's it. For us, of course. Just follow your capacity, human capacity, and you will understand that you are created. It's not difficult to understand. You are given existence, and you cannot explain it within the conditions of the order of this universe. It is impossible. There is no evidence. People may claim something, but we look for evidence. So is there an evidence? Then I will be convinced. Without evidence, we can not believe in anything. Even without evidence, we cannot believe in God, the creator, religion, this religion is right, this religion is wrong. No, it doesn't make sense. We can't. So all the prophets came and came to the earth or employed to convey the same message. That is the purpose of, I think, putting this odd example here after Noah. My people, worship of God, you have no deity other than him. Will you not be mindful of him? It's an efela tettaqun. Come on, that is the reality. Be careful, take it seriously. Mindful of him, be mindful of him. It means take this matter seriously because it is your honor. You are acknowledging that the creator of the universe is your creator and your owner. You owe everything you have to him. You cannot claim the ownership over any of your qualities given to you because they are just given to you in terms of trust to be used to understand who your creator is again. That is why the core of the message of all prophets are. So if there is no other question, we can pass to 66. Any questions or comments, concerns? Okay, if you have, just unmute yourself and say it. 66, قال الملأ الذين كفروا. We studied this also earlier on, but the disbelieving nobles, leaders, mala is a famous word used in the Quran, of his people, not ordinary people. We emphasize on it. Majority of the ordinary people do not oppose blindly, if they are not careful, follow their leaders. They admire their administrators, political leaders, rich people, powerful people, army. Those people who have the army or any weapon, something, they admire it. So, but
Celebrities.
who oppose?
Celebrities.
Celebrities as well, because they admire celebrities, especially nowadays. Of course, every society, for example, in the Prophet Muhammad's time, celebrities were who? Poets. Yeah, so the poets were the really most knowledgeable people of that society, and they admired them. Yeah, good point. Thank you. So, not every rich man, every person who has some sort of influence on the society really oppose the Prophet. But we have to understand that they are not opposing because they have evidence against, counter argument against what the prophets present or really convey to them. No, just accuse them being a liar. So you have another agenda. You want to take over the power, or you are just a magician, or just really you want to have some sort of status in the society, etc. Whatever they say. But nowadays, these kind of accusations are not used actually. Now, no one say that the prophetic message is lying, etc. What do they say? They don't give you the opportunity to express yourself freely, especially among the scholars. Yeah, ordinary people can practice, they don't mind in general, not in America only, but especially in the United States, they don't mind people's practice. I don't think any authority really, apart from some occasional crazy politicians, they don't mind. In general, the general public is tolerant. In Europe, more rigid, a bit more rigid if someone is aware of what's going on in Europe, but it is also still free. But what is amazing in the political arena, if I'm wrong, correct me, in the Muslim countries where the population say that we are Muslims, they really try hard not to spread their real message. Politicians, or this denying nobles, leaders, rich people, politicians. Okay, because they are afraid that if these people really speak clearly, the population, the popular general public will not believe them and follow them. So, we believe you are a fool, their accusation really. Inna nerake fi sefahatin. You are a fool, corrupt man. This kind of accusations, sefi, in Arabic, sefahatin. Wa inna ladhannuka minal kadhibin, and we think that you are a liar. So you are lying, it means. Is it the counter argument? What did the Prophet said? Prophet Hud said, worship God alone. You have no deity other than him. It means you are not in debt for your being, for your existence, for your security in this world. Nobody but to the creator of the universe, because he is the source of existence. These people are just exploiting you. Be careful. They have no quality of being the creator. Even the matter or particles or all the things seems to be connected to the existence, to the creation of other things. They call it cause, seemingly cause. They have no power to do that. They are created in this way. You can say that these columns are holding the roof, for example. Nowadays, the buildings in ancient architecture also, the columns are used to hold the ceiling or the roof. Now, do you think the columns consciously acting to hold the roof, or they are employed there? But it seems to be, if there was no column, the roof will fall down. That is why we see, look, you see, the columns are holding the roof. Look at the reasoning. Seems to be correct, really. If you take away the columns, doesn't the roof collapse? Yes. But is it the column who is holding the roof, or plan of the architect? And it is made in this way. Column has to be there. So the matter has to act as it is created, as I am. I have to act, and I am created. I have no other option. I have to follow the order. Can I do anything without following the order? No. So I'm not the creator of the order. I am the slave of the order. Right? Doesn't make sense. I'm asking you. Okay, concentrate, inshallah. So I am the slave of the order. I have to follow the order. I cannot do anything without following the order. Can you do? No. I said, okay, that last, you said yes, by force. I forced this, sorry. So this is nothing but they say you are a fool, you are a liar. What does it mean? Accusations, but no, nothing. So what they say now, especially if you really try to explain how the things that in your specific area, specific field or research, you understood that, look, that is how it is created, how it is put in creation, in the order of the creation, within the set of the order of the creation. Then it is that everything is given existence accordingly. And if you say, look, I investigated something I discovered something new that we didn't know within the order of the universe, this is possible to do this in this way. For example, that's how the technology develops, right? And it says, this is how it is made. I cannot say that electrons act on their own will. What do? They don't let you publish it. They don't teach. They don't let you teach at schools because it is called what? Theology. Oh, we don't bring theology into discussion. Isn't that the reality? Can you publish anything? I don't know in your fields, but especially the researchers, can they publish anything which says God? Or I believe there must be a creator. It cannot happen by itself. It is well arranged. And I see that whatever the thing seems to be the column and roof example, column seems to be holding up the roof. No, it is made in this way. It is subject to the will of the architect or the builder. You cannot publish it. Why? Accusation. You are making theology, mixing religion with science. Accusation. Is it right or wrong? There is no evidence that it is wrong. We have to be careful about it. All the prophets' claims are the same. And all the opposing leaders or people who claim that they are honorable people in the society, nobles, we are nobles, we are knowledgeable ones, the prophets are not really well-educated people, that the prophet said, no, but I'm not teaching you what I have learned. I am just teaching you what is given to me. I'm transferring it to you. That's it. That's not my knowledge. So that rather than being knowledgeable, it is better to have no knowledge at all, so that whatever is given to you, transfer it to others. So not really very well-versed prophet narration we hear in the Quran.
They are protecting their own religion, don't they?
They are protecting their
Own religion. The
elite, protecting their own religion, their own ideology.
Why they are saying you're lying?
Yeah.
In other verses it says this is not what we saw from our forefathers, right? This is our religion.
Yeah, we will come there, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this kind of references very frequently is my friend saying here, they say what we have found from our ancestors, forefathers, and you are a novelty. Where did you get it? We never heard this. But these are not really the justification of their objection or rejection of the prophetic message's mission. And also they are not saying that, okay, tell whatever you say, and we are going to say whatever we say, yeah? For example, nowadays, in education system, almost everywhere in the world, okay, you can say whatever you believe, and I can say whatever we believe. We can say whatever we believe. So let the general public people decide about it. No, they are totally and resolutely intolerable to the prophets, and they don't want them to deliver their message to public, general public. Prophets don't say, don't teach your idea. No. Prophets say, let me really deliver my message. That's it. People are free. If it is nonsense, if I am a fool, if I am a liar, the people will know it and reject me. Let the people decide themselves. They want to chase, they want to try to kill, etc., etc. Okay, I think we understand from here, all the prophets come with the same message, and all the prophets are rejected with the same kind of baseless reasons or means, baseless claims. That's what we have to learn from this. Yeah. So Hud said, the prophet Hud said, my people, the prophet Hud said, I have no sefahat, it means really foolishness in me, and walakinni rasulun min rabbil alamin. This is also interesting. It doesn't say the text, the Quran doesn't say walakinni rasulun min Allah. It says min rabbil alamin. What is he really saying? That I have nothing wrong with me. I'm just conveying what the Lord of the universe, owner of the universe, creator of the universe gave me to deliver it to you. That's what I'm conveying. I'm not claiming anything. I don't want anything else. Just let me say this, whatever I have received from the creator of the universe, owner of the universe, your creator. And if you don't like it, don't confirm it. But let me speak. They don't want. That is the problem. But I mean, the human condition did not change, has not changed since from the beginning. All the Quranic description starts from Adam. Iblis say, I am better than him. That's why I don't want to serve him, to the Prophet Adam. What? And reason why? The reason is so ridiculous, because I am made out of, you made me out of fire. So what? I made you out of fire. I could have made you out of anything, but fire is better. Who decided this? I decided fire is better than the earth. Where did you get this conclusion? What's the reason? No reason. Fire is better than the earth. Why? Isn't that ridiculous? Is it the evidence? No, it is just claim. Just claim. Starting from there until the Prophet, the messenger of God, Muhammad, the same thing. What the narration, the Qur'an's narration. Nowadays, the society did not change. The scenery didn't change. The same novel, same movie is played again and again. They say, theology, we don't follow. Why? Science method doesn't allow to use theology. Why? That is how it is. That is the principle of science. Why? The same thing, same reason. So, أُبَلِّغُكُمْ رِسَالَاتِ رَبِّي, I'm just delivering my Lord's message, verse 68, to you, and وَأَنَا لَكُمْ نَاصِحٌ أَمِينٌ. I mean, I am your sincere and honest advisor. One can say, reading this, which came to my mind, and everybody is like me, human being, it is also self-claim, saying that I'm an honest man. Now, what else the prophet can do? After delivering the message and saying that I am just delivering the message from the creator of the universe, your creator, look at the message, nothing to do with me. So I can only say, I am sincere and I am an honest advisor. That's it. Nasihun Amin. That's nothing more than this the prophet can say. But of course, message is not based on this claim here. Did you get it? No, or not? Is it clear or not? Not clear? The point is not clear. Now, okay, good. Excellent. See, yeah, so I will understand that what I am saying is not, doesn't make sense. So it's okay. I'm very happy to hear that. Now, the verse says, Hud answered them, I am not fool, nothing wrong with me. Yep, the previous verse. In verse 68, I am sincere and honest advisor. it is not the safe claim? I am advisor. Do you think, is it an evidence? No, it is just saying that I am advisor, good advisor, honest advisor. That's it. I am sincere. But we have to pay attention that the prophet, apart from the message he brings, what he says, as far as me, let's say, a prophet is called, let's call Martin. Prophet Martin says, the message I brought you is full of evidence. Go and study the message. As to myself, I have no claim at all. But as far as I know, I am honest. I am just an honest advisor, and I am not fool. I am a sincere man. So don't look at the message as I am the source of it. So this self-claim of the prophet is not the message. Message itself says and presents the evidence. So it means, what shall I do? The person is telling me, you are a fool. What shall I do? No, I see no a sign of fullness in me, and I am just really delivering the message. I have no other hidden agenda. I am a simple man, as the Quran keeps saying. What? I am trying to remember the verse. Well, the beginning of the verse. Ene beşerim mislukum. Beginning of the first verse, first word I couldn't remember. Let me carry on. The main message is this. Ene beşerim mislukum yuha ileyye ilahikum ilahi wahid. I am a person like you. No, you are both teaching in the universe or in somewhere, okay? And a student stood up and said that you are a liar. What do you say?
Shut up.
No. How do you defend yourself? Look, what I am telling you, study it, see it. If you say that it is a lie, I accept. But as far as me, as your teacher, a man, a person, I am just conveying the reality in my class. But as far as me, I am not a liar. That's it. What else can you do? Because power is opposing, you are an individual. What would you do? You say, no, I'm not a liar. But if you bring any evidence that what I teach you is not right, then you can reject me. But by accusing me, you cannot reject the message. So what is it to do with our real life now? If we are careful, how the opponents of the message of the Quran act nowadays. Look what the Muslims are doing. Accusing Muslims misbehaviors. Of course, in the Prophet's example, there is no misbehavior, bad behavior. But making the excuse of the technological backwardness of the Muslim population, and administration-wise, the Muslim countries have the worst administration system. We have to admit that for some reasons. Of course, we have to think of qadar. That means why Allah gives the worst administration to the community where they claim to be Muslims. We have to think about it. It's a very serious problem. Why God allows it to happen in this way? We have to think about a serious problem. Not a problem, actually. I see God's wisdom there, really. But it is not our subject. They make excuse of the worst administration, corruptions, lies, political, games, did you say? Political games, stratagems, tricks are more in the areas, geographical areas where people say that they are Muslims. So they accuse the Qur'an because people's mistakes, not because they come up with a counter argument that the universe needs an absolute creator. They make excuses that naturally happening. What is nature in universe? What is nature? There is no answer. Randomly happening. Why? Random happenings ended up with a perfect system, where in every being, not in one place, every being, and randomness finished. But we see that everything is perfectly obeying the order of the universe. And order of the universe is perfectly functioning. Order of the universe according to its purpose. Why the creator of the order established this universe? In order to fulfill the purpose of this universe, order perfectly functions. The winter is created for wisdom. Summer is created for wisdom. Everything is perfectly arranged, consciously perfectly arranged.
I put a verse in the chat. Was that the one you're referring to?
Yep. No, I see. That is what I wanted to remember this. Kul innama, yes. Kul innama ene besharum mislukum yuha ilayya ennehu yuha ilayya innama ilahukum ilahu wahid. That is what the Quran says. So say, I am an ordinary man like you. But only the thing is, I am giving the information or revelation. God has revealed to me that your God is only an absolute one, wahid. Ilahakum ilahu wahid, the only one. Yeah, and then the verse, thank you very much. Thank you. So I think we understood here that the prophets, as far as the answer to the accusations is concerned, they cannot say anything apart from, no, I'm not. I'm not crazy. That's what I can say. Nothing else. Because it is not a counter argument so that, what I said doesn't make sense. You explained it and you say that, look, I cannot accept your message. Nowadays, exactly the same. The fundamental teaching of the Quran is not criticized. What is criticized? Misapplication of some zealot Muslims. ISIS-like places, I think. I'm not expert on this subject, but misapplication, claiming that we are applying Sharia, killing people and even innocent people. And they say, look, your Quran teaches this. No, Quran doesn't teach. Majority of the people don't agree on it. Scholars don't agree on it. Some political people who follow agenda, their own agenda, make excuse of it, and they satisfy their caprices, nothing to do with the teachings of the Quran. You can, as far as the interpretations are concerned, if you have bad intention, you can interpret everything in a bad way in order to justify your personal ambitions. So study the Quran and you will see. If you have any counter argument, welcome. Okay, shall we move on? I think we can. Okay, let's see one more verse, inshallah. Here we go. Okay, 69. Do you find it so strange that a message should come from your Lord through a man from among yourself to warn you? Because the problem actually nowadays is the same to me. To me, the main problem of the people, not because belief in the creator of the universe is really difficult to understand and to be confirmed, but because why this man, although he says it is from my God, said no, it is his idea, making it up. Why shall I follow this man from among myself? That is what the human beings cannot submit. Because rather than studying the message, paying attention to the message, they see this man is saying this. He's like me. He's like me. Ene besharum mithlukum, the very famous verse. You are a man like us. Why should I follow you? Maybe I am more knowledgeable than you. I have received better education than you. Okay? Do you really find it strange? Remember how he made you successors after Noah's people? Because Noah's people said to the prophet, which was sent to them, who was sent to them, the same thing. Why should I follow you? Although he kept saying that, look, it is from your creator. All the prophets say the same thing. Is there any prophet who says that this message is from me? I thought about it last night, or for 10 years. I have been reflecting on it, and I found out, I came to this conclusion. There is no such event. It is not prophet then. It is a scholar. It is a sage, a knowledgeable person. So remember, Noah's people said the same, and said the same thing to their prophets, and they were destroyed. And increased your stature. Even now, you are given more opportunities. Oh, it is very interesting here. واذكروا آلاء الله لعلكم تفلحون. Yeah, sorry. وزادتكم في الخلق. And bestatan, that is very interesting, this verse, and gave you higher status. It means more opportunities. Isn't that true? Aren't we giving more opportunities to investigate the universe and what is going on from, for example, the people last century, the previous centuries? We have more opportunities. we are more aware of how the things are happening. So we have to use our reason in a better way. We have better means now, especially nowadays. So if someone publishes a book in, I don't know, other side of the world, let's say in Australia, and if it is put online or Amazon to be sold, can you not get it on the spot in a minute? Not in a minute, yeah. Can you not? No excuse that I didn't know. It's available for you. Exactly the same position here. We have more facilities obtained through studying the order of the universe and finding out from the order of the universe and making tools to communicate, to learn, to educate ourselves. Exactly, it is true for us as well. So this, your status means capacity, I put it in bracket, capacity, talents, power, the facilities you are given now. Remember, these are for you to be able to investigate better, to understand better, so that to be thankful to God by having more opportunities or giving you more opportunities. So remember God's blessings so that you may prosper. So if you understand that all these facilities are given to you by your God. Now the question, somebody should ask me this question. I worked for it. If the scientific researchers did not work, we wouldn't get it. But ultimately, where they are getting it from, that's what we forget. We have to pay attention. Where are we getting from? All these facilities now, whatever, or technological gadgets. Where are we getting from? From the order of the universe. And he is giving us, we ask, he gives. For example, can we say that a farmer is working on the farmland? That is why we are given the fruits and vegetables, animals, etc. Yeah, they are working, correct, but they are not the creators. They are the beggars asking, putting the seed, tilling the land. They are not the creator of the land. They are not creator of the water. They are using the sunlight. They are not the creator. They are not creator of the plants. They just ask the creator of the order of the universe to give the produce for us, for them. And they are all created by God as a result of the action-wise prayer of the farmers. Technology is not this, isn't that the same thing? They are just like a farmers of these lab studies, and they ask the creator of the universe, give me the opportunity, let me see what I can get from there. But they discover, like putting the seed and getting the plant. Farmer cannot create the plant. Can they? Farmers. What do? They put the seed. And let water go there. if it doesn't rain. That's what they do. Scientists also, they search, find out, but find out from where? From the order of the universe. And the result is created by the order of the universe. They cannot, they just obey it. Now let's go back to the beginning of today's discussion. Excuse me. That we are going to finish for example, architecture, human reasoning find out that order allows me, if I put the pillar, strong pillar, it can carry certain amount of weight on them, and this roof is below or less than 40 certain amount of the because you can calculate and find out the rules in the order of the universe. So they found out it, and they put the column, and the roof is up. Now the building is will be possible to make it. That's fine. Who is the creator now? Architect or the creator of the order of the universe? We have to understand. Architect is using what is already in the order of the universe. This is very important. I keep repeating this in our discussions because we think technology is the production of scientific studies, researchers. But the Quran says, if you remember here, وَاذْكُرُوا آلَاءَ اللَّهِ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. Remember God's blessings, good things, graces of Allah, so that you may prosper. Just what is the prosper? It means, how can we get a prosperous life? Only understanding the source of existence is the creator of the universe, so that I can make sense of my existence in this world. It makes sense. Otherwise, if you find out a means of best technology you can imagine, whatever you want. But if you don't see that it is the blessing of the creator of the universe, Rabbul Alamin, what happens? You see your life in the within the birth and death. That's it. And your senses crave for eternal happiness. I'm just wrapping up the subject. Eternal happiness. Can they get really satisfaction as far as your feelings require? Why saying that when I die, everything finished? Whatever you do, it becomes meaningless. It becomes purposeless. Even you have the highest technology nowadays, whatever, for example, you want to do anything possible in this world, but you don't understand that it is God's blessings, the Creator's blessings to you. So if you don't really connect all the things as blessings from my Creator, He's giving them to me in order to understand that He is the one, the only one He can satisfy my human needs, human feelings. He is the only one who can do it. And then you can prosper. Otherwise, this technological, how do you say, noun form of prosper. Anybody can help me?
Advancements.
Sorry?
Advancements.
No, prosper, falah.
Oh.
Advancement means increase in welfare.
No.
Yes, but prosper, falah. Can you check?
Success.
Success, real success. Prosperity. Yeah, thank you. Prosperity, real success. Thank you. Real human success. Otherwise, technological success, weapon success is temporary. But my feelings need success. no other way than understanding that the creator of my feelings can be the only one who gives prosperity to me. I mean, I feel satisfied in this world. Inshallah, that's how I understood this, and let's stop here. Wassalamu alaikum. If you have any concern, further questions here? You? No? How about anyone in the virtual room? No? Okay, inshallah, we will continue on Wednesday. Our meetings, and Saturday, next Monday, inshallah, God willing. That's our intention. Inshallah, Allah will accept our intention. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Wa akhiru da'wahum alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin bi hurmati surat al-Fatiha. Thank you. Wa alaykum assalam. So